Yes, Hollow Queen. Hi everyone, this is Vicky Stitch and Button, and today is the day before Halloween. It is the 30th of October. I'm actually on time for a Wednesday, just because my table was clear, and for the moment, I gotta get back to sewing. I've been crazy busy. This is Flosstube number 169. I am going on vacation next week. I'm going for a 10-day bestie vacation. So I am on overdrive, just trying to get so much stuff done before I leave. I have bags to finish. I have been sewing, and so I get all the bags cut. I got them all ironed. Took days. And I go to start putting I put the tabs on the ones that I'm stitching with the black thread, because I put them in piles like that. And I stitch the tabs on, and then I go to match the zippers. And the zippers, I always get in bulk. I thought I had extras. I don't. The ones I had were 10-inch. They're not big enough for the standard bags, but I had just enough to cover the ones that I was sewing with black thread. Or no, it's not even black thread, it's dark blue thread. It's almost totally black. So I had to hurry up and go order those. They came today. Whew, because I wanted to make sure that I had them for when I'm ready to keep on going. I still have, there was 32 of these bags, which is half my bags, a little bit over half my bags. And I have, so all that to say, I have a quarter of them totally finished. I have the other quarter sitting here waiting for me to trim them down and clip them so I could sew the sides. And those will be done. That's my goal. I have to get that done at least today. I give myself little mental goals, like you need to get this much done. So I need to get that done today, and then I probably will also get the tabs on the next set. Cross your fingers. I don't know. It's like 5 o'clock. Yeah, you know I stay up late. My schedule's crazy. So that all has been happening. Stitching is at a minimum, although I have a finish. And I have what I'll call a mini finish. I have a few new starts, and I have some acquisitions, and I have a dog that I just get. Hi, did I say dog? And you need to look at me. And I have his little treats here. I have a few that I put out, so I give him a treat. Here you go. He does not like the construction workers, apparently, or at least one of them that walk by. He doesn't normally bark. If he barks, we get a little nervous. Don't mind the hair. I just got out of the shower not too long ago. I got out of the shower and started prepping everything. By the way, when I come back, you won't see all this. I'm getting at least that much chopped off. I can't wait. Knowing that I'm getting my hair cut, by the way, has given me dreams that my hair's down to my waist and I'm getting strangled by it. So it's time. It's time to cut it off. Anyway, back to the dog. He never barks. Like, I say never. Okay. Very rarely does he bark. So when he actually barks, it sort of startles us. And except for when he's barking at a cup, which has been a thing. Today, one of the construction guys were walking by because they're still tearing up the road, or I don't know what they're doing now. They were rolling over it again. They dug out ditches again. They knocked over my lawn. We have a lawn bin. It's like one of the big trash ones, but it's brown, and they haven't picked it up yet, but I don't have a decent curb to put it on, and it fell over again. I'm just so over it. I'm so over it. They need to finish this road at least. If nothing else, finish the road. I don't care about the houses part. Just finish the road. We're tired. So anyway, one of the guys was walking by, and his hairs were up and all the way down his back, and he was not happy. He was barking, and I had to get him to come over to me. Because, I mean, I have him on a lead that's 250-pound test, and he usually does not pull in that. But if for any reason he feels the lunge, he has broken it before. So it's a deterrent to him. It is not an end-all be-all of him not getting away. and this guy was slow walking and then saying doggy or something. I guess he was trying to be nice to the dog. No, dude, just double step it, knees to chest, get away from my house. Just get away from my house, get down to your truck wherever you were going. Goodbye. Anyway, so not only do I not like the construction guys, but he doesn't either. Luckily, they took out the cable again. I didn't have to worry about that. Otherwise, I haven't had too many problems. One of them tried a confrontation with my other half and at a Wawa. Ended up getting arrested. That's what happens, you know. Just he shoved him, and all my other half did not. The guy shoved him, and it was actually seen by an officer, and that was taken care of. All right, what else has been going on? I'm just high stress, lots of things I can't settle. I still have crocheting to do, and I don't have the blanket over here, but I am 5 rows away from the halfway point. I had a good start on it, and I knew myself I should have just kept with it. Plenty of time. Yeah. Now I'm sitting here trying to get my Afghan done to take up. I'm trying to get the bags done, and the focus is on and off, as you can tell. So let's move on. All that 6 minutes in of me rambling, and there's just a lot going on. Stitchy and non-stitchy, right? Okay. Fun fact, because Halloween, we are going to go with a fun fact for Halloween, and I brought some up just randomly, and I'm just going to put 2 into 1 for you. First of all, pumpkins. Pumpkins are for Halloween, right? It's fall, and technically, it's a fruit, just so you know. Technically, pumpkins are a fruit because they have seeds. Now, on the pumpkin subject, jack-o'-lanterns weren't originally made from pumpkins. The earliest jack-o'-lanterns were carved from turnips, beets, or potatoes. The tradition comes from an Irish myth about Stingy Jack. So there you go. They were not originally pumpkins. They were originally root vegetables, which makes sense. They're denser, right? But you can't carve that. I guess they just carved faces in them. Sort of like carving a stone type thing, but softer. Anyway, what did I do? I finished. Okay, I have a finish. I did not get it ironed because I had ironed for 2 days and just put away the iron that day, and it didn't get ironed. So, sorry about your luck. I finished my Doctor Who. This is Doctor Who from Oh My Stitches shop. I did look on the website. It's an Etsy shop, and they don't have it listed anymore. Unfortunately, I don't know. She may have retired it. Maybe you can message her and see if she'll put it back up. But as of right now, it is not available anymore. The great debate is, which doctor is it? I really think it's Matt. There are some indicators, like with the back of the hair, that make me think that, well, it could be David Tennant. But with the swoop in the front there, which David Tennant sometimes has. But the nose, for me, I think it's Matt. I mean, let me know who you think it is. I think it's Matt. And there is a Dalek up there. And I really like the way it looks on this. For a last little review, this was a medium. It was 100 by 120. I don't remember how many stitches total was in it. It was over 5,000, 8,000 maybe. I forget. But I stitched it on 32 count Dapple Belfast from Picture This Plus using the called for DMC. And I am very happy with the results. I think, let's get a ruler right here. That would fit nicely in an 8x10 frame. So I might even end up having a frame in my stuff. Oh, let me grab this, because that goes with some things I need to talk to you about. All right, so that's a finish. I also put this away for right now. Get it out of the way, because I don't have enough room. this goes there. All right. I have some new starts. I'm going to get to the new starts before I show you my mini finish because they're all piled on top of it. I have a mini finish. No, I have a new start here. I told you, it's bad. I started this Satsuma Street Haunted Hearse. It's a kit, so I'm using all the kit stuff. And it is on black. I don't have a black item here. No. Okay. So we're just going to put it on here for now. So hopefully you can see it okay. I started this the other day and put in 250 stitches. Using all the cardful things, I made that little needle minder out of a pin. Is he not the cutest thing? He was small and he fits. And I mean, Halloween, a duck with a knife. What? A goose with a knife. That's Halloween-y, right? Anyway, this is famous last words. This should be, I wonder if that's almost actual size. Famous last words. It should be a quick stitch up. I started this A because Halloween, B because I don't have a mill hill going right now, and it's nice to have a small on the go. This might go with me. I don't know. I haven't decided on all of the items I'm going to take to stitch. I know some of them, and I might throw one or two others. Don't know, because I don't have to pack till next week, right? Another new start. I started this one just the other day, not last night, because I didn't stitch last night. I crocheted the night before last night. It is Ritter Cup Designs. It's called Harvest Hunt, and the particular one I'm working on is this one, and it's called Kitty with Ghosts. I put this on an 18 count hand painted Aida. I put in 307 stitches. I hand painted this myself. I went to a workshop at Vicki Clayton's place in Pennsylvania when I lived up there, and she showed us how to hand paint fabric, and we just brought our own fabric. So this is 18 count that I had on hand. I think I had like a whole yard or two, and we brought it in and painted our own, Gina and I. So I have this in purple, and there's a green that I'm going to do the other piece with. I am doing two threads, by the way. So that's the green. This calls for crescent colors. I think I pulled... Hey, now you're going to make me look, right? Oh, it's here. It's in here. I pulled all crescent colors, I think. All the crescent colors except for 310. And then they wanted me to use snowflake, so I pulled B5200. There you go. I don't know what 310 this is. I wonder if this is that CXC that somebody sent me. It doesn't feel like DMC 310, and it's fluffy, and it's trying to give me a little bit. I notice it's fluffier and shreds a little bit more, but the weave is tight, so I've been using a small needle. I'm going to use a bigger needle. I have a 24. Matter of fact, I have a 24 right here that I'm going to put with it. Because I think if I use a larger needle, theory is I use a larger needle, it'll stretch the hole a little bit, so that way it makes more room for the thread and won't rough it up so much. So there we go. I did 307 stitches. I started on the 28th. And in theory, it shouldn't take too long to stitch. Trick to all that is I actually have to stitch on it, right? So it started. Another spooky season start is this Cricut collection. This is Skeleton Crew. I've been wanting to start this one. I debated on this one and the one from Glendon Place. And this one's not as stitch heavy and intense as that one, so I decided to go with this one. I am stitching this one on 40 count Misty Mountain Verdal from Grace Notes, It's one of my fabric of the months, and I started on the 22nd. I ended up doing just short of 400 stitches. Just one thread over, one strand over 2 threads, and that's how much 400 stitches got me. There's my needle minder, the Drama Queen. That's one of my new ones in my shop. This one is 267 by 211, so it is considered a large. And this is not gonna be a delusional quick stitch, although I did enjoy stitching on it. I think it's gonna look really good. Oh, and this uses all DMC. I pulled the DMC for it. Next up is not a new start. This is one of my categories for Whippagories. It's Good Neighbors. I had to pull the thing apart because color chart and pain in my butt. But this is Good Neighbors. It's put out by Laser Arts, and it's a Paula Vaughn. I don't know if you can get these. I haven't looked. I think you can. I think you can get them in a few places. This one I started on 22nd of July in 2022. This go around, I did 270 something stitches on it. This I'm working on 32 count white Lugana. Okay, that's right set up. And this is where I'm at with it. The only change is going to be, I worked a lot of fiddly stitches. There's quarter stitches in here and a lot of color changes, but I did a lot of the top of this, what is it? Like a swinging couch. It's a porch swing. And I filled in a bunch of this. What else? Did I do anything else? No. It doesn't look like much, that 200, almost 300 stitches, but it doesn't get you much. I feel like I'd like to work on this more if I could get it into Markup XP or something, but that's just not happening. So I'm going to have to muscle through. Basically, what I've done is I have scanned it. I printed it out, a color print copy. I scanned it as a PDF and put it in my Adobe Acrobat reader. It was still a pain in my butt because the colors don't scan exactly. So now I have taken to put in the chart. There's a chart on this side. And I'll use a needle minder and hold it onto the Q-Snapper Nerge just to make sure that I can go back and forth and mark both. Well, I'm not marking this, but I'm marking off on my Adobe. But I always have to refer back to the original color to make sure that I'm getting the correct color pulled and stitched. So it's a long row to hoe. Let's just put it that way. I'm glad I didn't go full on and try to start a whole bunch of hers, and I decided to narrow it down to, if I'm going to do any, this is the one I'd like to do because it's finicky. All right, this is my mini finish, and I call it a mini finish because I finished a page. Mini Space Traveler, not because it says mini, but it's a mini finish because it's a page. And this is artwork by David Hofrichter, and this is retired. I also am chopping off a whole bunch, like, I think I'm doing 6 pages total. Just 6, so that chops off a little bit here and a whole bunch here. I am getting this planet, or these planets in, and some of this swirl, but it's going to look good. I am stitching this on 22 count Aida, or is it Hardanger? Not sure. I want to say it's Aida, or is it the same thing? Somebody tell me, because I thought Hardanger was more of, even though it's 22 count, it's 1 thread woven. This seems to be 2 threads woven like an Aida. So here is a full-on page finish. Now I say a page finish, but I've had more than a page finished for a while, but I literally went through and got all the little ninja stitches and made sure that page is totally done and started on I feather out. My brain's like, well, I have this thread, and I started parking, but I also did a lot of fill-in with, oh, it's only a couple stitches. I was happy with my progress, and I'm glad that I tried to get more of my full coverages in this year. It's been hard for me. I don't know why. I wanted to get more done, but I think because it takes so long to make any noticeable progress, it's sort of disheartening. I ended up doing a total of 505 stitches on this month. Not bad. Yeah, 22 count aida. Now, what else? I have plans. Oh, and I also received my round robin part from Sarah. Well, I got it from Sammy, but this is Sarah's round robin. She is working on the Seaside Tiny Town. So I need to work on that. And that may get finished before I leave, or it may go with me. We will see. We will see. I'm not sure. I've made some changes. I started thinking about next year. A lot of people are thinking about next year. November's coming up. The end of the year's rolling in, and now's the time to make plans for next year, right? So I went through my WIP list. One of the things I did was I wanted to decide if I wanted to keep it on my WIP list for this year, or if I wanted to UFO it, or if I wanted to finish it at all. So I went through my current active list, and I went through my hibernating list. In my hibernating list, I decided to get rid of at least one that I didn't even want to stitch on it all year, so why bother? It's cute. I didn't have any huge plans for it, so it went. And I'm going to give it to a friend of mine. So, and that one was Reindeer Games from Country Cottage Needleworks. I just packed it all up and sent it off to her. I haven't stitched on it since August of last year, and I got 300 stitches on it. It is on some snowflake fabric, which is a fabric flare even weave, so that helps not have to stitch all the snowflakes. So there we go. That's going off to her. More plans. I am going to start Fozzie soon, but not until after my little vacation, because I finished Beaker, right? And I received the Monaco hand-dyed from Megan Stitch and May. She created a monster when she started dyeing the fabric for Piggy and Kermit, and then Beaker, and then Fozzie, and then I found the other two, so I'm got to give her the color comparisons for those two. But in the meantime, I did put in an order with Joann's because I wasn't going anytime soon. Actually, I went to get a fabric and ended up forgetting to get this. And because they're all on 28 count Monaco, so I had to get some Monaco. I got a roll of it this is actually big enough. She usually cuts it in half and then dyes it. And this is big enough for, I think, 4 pieces, because Fozzie will fit, I think, on half of this, if I'm not mistaken. She dyed 2 of them. I chose the one that I thought was going to go best for him. So that's going to happen. And like I said, I don't think I want to start this until after I get back. It's just, I have so much going on. I don't want to overstress myself more than I already have. Purchases. I ordered from Ritarene. It's Ritarene. It's a business page on Facebook. And if you go there and you look through the albums, she gives you instructions. You look through the albums, you see what you want, and then you actually private message her and tell her your PayPal information and exactly what you want. So I purchased, I showed you last time, that crow pattern from PandoraXStitch. And then I went and ordered 16 count because it's a smaller one, and I'd love to do a slightly bigger count but an aida, you're not going to see the aida anyway, and I just feel like it'll be easier than trying to go 25 count. So I can go 2/1 on this. It's a dove gray, which is perfect for the darker ones anyway, because then it's not so stark white behind the darker threads. I ended up getting 3 yards because, guys, it's only $4 a yard plus shipping. I did actually cut off a piece and give it to a friend of mine. So that's going in the stash until I kit up that raven, because that raven's going to go on it. Now, they still have a sale going on at PandoraXStitch. And I went back and I got 3 more. I got this Carousel of Cthulhu, and that's $4.33 by $4.42. This is on Etsy. They have a one that's more of a black and white. I think it only has a little bit of color, but I like the one with the more color. Then I got Goth Death Moth, and that one's $2.85 by $2.82, and that'll fit on that gray. The Carousel I might put on a 22 count, which I did buy, by the way. I decided, let me see if I can go on AliExpress and get some 22 count real cheap, which I did. I found this is pretty much a yard, a wide yard too, and I think this will work for that. It's an oatmeal color, and I think I paid all of $13 for it. I just did a search for it. It came up on AliExpress, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. And it came within less than 2 weeks, so that's not bad. And then the third one I bought was the Witch. She is 300 by 300, and she would also probably fit nicely on that 22 count. All right, what else did I get? I got my monthly Grace Notes fabric. This one's called Brown Sugar Boba. And I got a little skateboard sticker. Cute. All right. Brown Sugar Boba. That's a good... It's got hints of gray in it, but it's a brown. It is a beigey brown with hints of gray. I really like it. For some reason, it's showing up in person with a little bit more of a peach tone to it than that. Guys, showing real color in video is hard. I wonder if I put it up against white. Maybe. No. Trust me, it's nice. I get the 40 count Verdal. I keep thinking I want to go back to 32 count for a while, but I'm not sure. I'm liking the 40 count. I should... Patience, because I need some different colors in 42 count. I mean 40 count for that stash, because I've been using that a lot more often. But then, I don't know. I've got a condition, guys. I've got a condition. I've also been thinking about possibly finding some of the Atomic Ranch, because I saw a lot of their fabrics and I really like them. All right, I was on eBay. Why? I don't know. Because I'm in the head, right? So they put it in this nice tissue paper. And I got this really cheap. Oh, goodness. I know a lot of people don't say prices. I don't know why, because I'm curious. I think I paid $8 total, because I got the bid was $1.99, and then I had to pay for shipping. So it might have been $6 or $7 total. There's 49 skeins. This is all a toile. If you can't tell, it's a toile. Now, do I need all this? No, but I figured I wanted to get a couple of each color anyway. I know I have some black and a couple other colors, but I figured let me get a couple of each color, and then these are great for putting in a card or, you know, whatever, to share with other people that might need it. So I couldn't pass it up. It was too good. What else did I buy? Well, Joann's had a sale. I had a condition again, and I ended up buying Well, I ordered two different colors. I bought this one. This one's $8.22. And then I ordered another one, but I got a notification that they're out of it. So, and they're not sending it. So that's fine. But I got this half off. Also, which their half off was like $18. Which is not really half off, by the way, guys. Whatever. Half off their marked up price. In thinking, because I always need $38.65. And I always need B5200. And I've put off buying the really light colors for fear that they might get dirty. But I'm just going to keep them in the bag when I'm not using them. But I bought these from 123 Stitch. So I got those. I also received a purple package. And then I received a package that wasn't so purple because it didn't fit in there correctly. But that's fine. All that to say, I bought from Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. She was doing a D-stash on this one. And this is Butterfly from Alessandra Adelaide. I really like this one. This one's huge. It's a lot bigger than this. It's not huge. It's actually a medium. 179 by 138. She uses Ice Blue Silk Mori. I don't know that I would use that. Because it's so white. It looks like it's like one of those whites with a tint of blue. But I can see me using a Silks for You. I think that would be really cool. Alright. Also, oh, and I bought these. She does, if you guys don't know, Sammy J does lives every so often. I know she tries to schedule them for like Thursdays and Saturdays or something like that. I don't always catch them. But at the end of her videos, she usually does like a kitten stitch with me or a stitch with me. And then at the end, she'll show some of her shop items, and you can sometimes get a discount. Or she might just, you know, stuff. And this is culminating from that. I bought these two limited edition colors, which I might even have these. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. I bought them again because I like the colors. I also bought this kit. It is from Praiseworthy Stitches. It's Haunted Casket Again kit. So I need to paint my casket, right? And do a little bit of stitching. And I purchased this kit. Did I get anything else from her? This is Mill Hill Moonlight Madness. This is actually on Aida, but I also have plastic canvas, black plastic canvas. So, I don't know. I might do it on the Aida. I might do it on the black plastic canvas. I received in the mail a loan. So, I have the envelope back here with the, I quickly did the copy of the chart, put it back in the envelope that it came in, and it put it away for now. So Tiger Lily, because it is out of print, so it got passed on to me. I went and quickly kitted it. I was not planning on doing this start. I didn't realize I was going to get it so soon because I was in a line, a queue of friends. I don't know when I'm going to start it though. It's going to be sooner. It's going to be this year. I am toying with the possibility of it being a birthday start, because that would be a good time to start it. Anyway, it's Tiger Lily from Nora Corbett, or Mirabilia. Is it a Mirabilia? Yeah, it's from her Pixie Couture. And I had help with Kate from Fickle Stitches. No, the other Fickle Stitcher, which was Cheryl. Oh my goodness, Cheryl. Cheryl was on virtual, and I told her I had this. I was going to pull fabrics, and we ended up getting, I wonder if it's this light. Usually I can get the light pretty good. Greens are hard, but this actually showing up pretty decent. This is called The Child, and this is a, what did I choose? 28 count? It's a 28 count Lugana from Live and Die LA called The Child. I don't know if she's doing this color anymore. or if it was limited edition. But I really liked it. Obviously, the child is a play off of Grogu from The Mandalorian. So I have not pulled the threads for this yet, but I did finalize my thoughts and cut the fabric to put it on a green, because I almost thought of a purple actually, but the orange is not going to work with it. I think that'll go good. I also played with a yellow color, but I think if I go yellow, while everything else will look nice, the wings would blend in. So green it is. I don't even have a bag for her right now. I just sort of put her together. That's another thing. You'll be seeing these cards again, because I thought I was going to go with notions. Decided not to. Decided I need these cards in my life. I like having them with my project and reading off of them quickly. These are available from 24 Hours Across Stitch, generally on Etsy. So I will try to link everything if I can remember. I'm going to try to remember. Link everything below so you can also join my madness possibly. All right. There's another thing that I did. I was looking for a DMC floss inventory list, just a simple check-off list. Couldn't find anything that was all one page, so I ended up going to Etsy and buying a whole journal. But I can use part of the journal. That's why I bought it. The one I decided was this one called from Lost in Cross Stitch on Etsy. I will link it below, and it's got a bunch of things. So the things that I'm going to use are, I think I'm going to use, are the annual stitching tracker. I think that's cool. I love that they only give you this many to color key your whips, as if I don't have more than that and won't stitch more whips than that in a year. Project wish list. I thought I may or may not use this. I don't know. I thought it was a good page though. Annual stitching goals. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I might have to put lines in between to put more, because I need more options. Floss inventory list. Now, while I don't know that I'm going to use it for a floss inventory list though, but I like the lines and the fact that it pertains to floss. A lot of times when I'm kidding, I notice I need more floss, so I can put it in and how many I need, and then possibly write what it's for, because that's also a thing. It's got a notes page. That's always useful, and they're pretty. I mean, it's got flowers, right? It's got a grid with a center. Yeah, it doesn't show up real well. Let me see if I can get it to work it up. You see the red center line? So in case you need to rechart something or even make your own font or something, that's a good way to do that. And then there's an event calendar, which I thought, well, I thought for a minute, I was thinking, maybe some retreats. No, I could actually use this, go through my full coverage fanatics and my semi-sane and my whippagory type things, and any events I decide to do, stitching events. I can write them all in here to remind me, because sometimes I'm like, oh, that sounds like fun, I'll look at it. But if I write it down and it's in my face, I'm less apt to forget. There are tons of other pages. There are actually 53 pages of journal, to be exact. One might be a cover page. Not quite sure. I don't remember. But there's a shopping list. There's a full-on shopping list. I printed out a few of the things I wanted to look at. There's this cross-stitch project planner, which is very close to what my project card looks like. So I don't know that I'd ever use that. Maybe, maybe not. There's a monthly stitching goal, and I printed out all, because it's 3 months on a page. I printed this out. I may or may not use that. I'm not quite sure, but I would also need to put lines in, because I need, or if I need to fill in this space, I can always print another page and just have multiple pages for each month. So there's a few pages of that. There are also, there's a monthly stitch tracker. I feel like this could be shorter for me because I work on so many, right? But there's a month, I guess you can put the project and how many stitches completed and stuff like that. I don't know that I'd use that, but I did print out one for each month for, you know why? Because I wasted paper, that's why. I also pay for the monthly ink subscription from Hewlett-Packard, so I have the ink, and I wanted to see them in real life. And it also had a flossed inventory list. Now, do I want this for my regular skeins of DMC? No, I don't. I actually want it for the spools I own. As you see, I bought 3 more spools, but years ago, I bought spools from a designer that was getting rid of spools because they weren't kitting anymore. And I started buying some. So I have a whole bunch. You'll see here, I have like over 20 different spools. Now, they're not all as large. The other ones I have are smaller, but that's fine. I just need to know what I have spools of. So I'm not ordering skeins. Why order the skeins if I have the spools? Right. Quick announcement. I did tell you guys I'm doing put a bird on it bags. I have a couple of them done. Well, this is what the fabric looks like. You know, you're not always going to get the same layout, but I did try to make sure you get a good motif in it. And this is the inside, which is hard to show because it's white on white, but there you go. It's all leaves. I have not done the zipper pulls yet because I usually do all the beading up at the same time, but I show you those because I only have a few left. I did a couple extras. I had a cancellation, and which was fine. I mean, circumstances are circumstances. I have a set amount that I'm doing, and I have a few left. So if you are wondering if you can still get one, join my Facebook group and go ahead and find the featured post and go ahead and say me, please. You have the option between a bag. No, you have the option of a bag because I don't think I made any extra small bags, or I don't think I made any extra small bags or workbooks. If I did, I might have gotten one of each out of the fabric. I had just enough. Anyway, all that to say, if you're interested, go ahead and join the Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, but you're on Instagram, then I do have an Instagram post on my Stitch and Button Crafts. So you could also me please there. There's only when I say just a couple, there might be 3. So get them now. I plan on having these finished before I leave next week. So just a few days. And I say next week, I'm leaving November 7th, just so you guys know, in case I'm not sure when you'll be watching this. 43 minutes of me babbling. I am double checking to make sure that I didn't leave anything out. I don't think so. I will be stitching. I have 2 more things to stitch before the end of the month, and today is the 30th, so I have 2 days, and I'm going to try to knock out both of them tonight. I need to put 100 stitches on Maurice and 100 stitches on Animal Magnetism. I tend to do the minimum on the Animal Magnetism because I am at a page break, and that's another one of those problem children charts to read. So I'll probably just do the 100 on the Animal Magnetism or till my thread runs out type thing, and then I'll jump over to Maurice and try to get at least 100, if not more, on there, depending on time. I told you I have bags to do, so that's my priority right now, is to get my bags done first. I don't think I turned off my sewing machine until after midnight, and then the other day I was actually cutting and doing things until, I think I was ironing until 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm double checking again. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it is what it is. If I forgot something, I probably forgot something. I will try to link things in the description box below. I hope everyone has a good Halloween. Well, some don't celebrate or don't party for it. Either way, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good couple of weeks. I will be back. I might be a week late. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I hope everyone's doing well. Take care of you. Take care of your neighbors. You know, watch out for each other. Be a good person. How about that? And I'm out. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine. Bye.